Hello teachers and welcome.
Since you were finding it a little difficult as in how to go about the Google Classroom, I have made this a small video so as to help you out and try to solve your problem. So without wasting any more time, let's start. This is the home page of our Google Classroom. These are the 8 classes, and to the top left there is the menu bar. While working on any topic, if you feel that you need to refer to any other material posted on some other group, then you can just switch by using this menu. I will be now entering into one classroom. The things that I will be explaining you now from here will be the same for all the classes. So I am now selecting Marathi 6th B. This is Marathi 6th B classroom. 4 tabs are provided by Google Classroom: Stream, Classwork, People, Grades. What is Stream? That when an announcement is made or any notice is put up, any question is given by the teacher or any material is posted, Google link is given. At that time, the children will get notified here. So, whatever you would be posting will be first coming up over here. So the student knows that it doesn't have to go and search somewhere. It will definitely find it here in the Stream tab. On top over here, this is the name of the subject, the standard division, class code. Class code is something that we had given to our students to join in the classes. As all of my children have joined in, I have disabled it. You can also disable it. You need to go to settings. Over here, invite codes, manage invite codes, and to the right you will see disabled. First it was this option, enable. Now I have disabled it. So you just have to click on this drop down button and you will be able to disable the class code. Now why did I do that is because all of my students have entered the class. So using that code, there will be nobody else who will be entering the classroom. Meeting link. Now this is something the Google Classroom has done. It's like a collaboration done with the Google Meet. So you do not have to schedule a meeting. You will just have to, enable this. You will just have to make it visible to the students. Currently it is not visible, but you will just have to make it visible to the students, and automatically by clicking on the link, the student will be able to straight away get into the meeting room. So how to enable it? You need to go to settings. Over here, visible to students. I have not made it visible to the students, so I will just click on it and click on save. Once I save it, all my students will be able to view that particular meeting link. So basically, this is very simple way of getting into any meeting. But since we all are new and even our students are new, so it is little difficult to make for them to understand. So we are scheduling a meeting and then posting it over here. Okay, once we all get used to this particular app, we can use this particular feature that is provided by the Google Classroom. Now coming to the next part, that is select theme. Over here, this theme is provided by the Google Classroom. If that you want to select any theme, you can just go to any of the options provided here and select whatever theme you would like to put it for your class. If you want any photo to be uploaded, then you can just upload it from your device. From your computer, you can just select any photo from your computer, and after selecting it, this will get highlighted. So you will be able to click over here and you will be able to upload that particular photo. Coming down, these are the posts done by me on this particular class. So that whatever I will be posting on any of the classes will be shown on that particular classroom stream. One important thing, that if you have to notify them of something, or you have to remind them of something, or you need to announce something on the class, you need to send a file. So you will just have to click on that the tab, and you will be able to write over here, and you'll be able to post. If there's some document that you have to add to share it, you can just add it from here. Okay, and you'll be able to post it. If you don't want to post it, for example, you are making it prior and you don't want to post it right away, then you can just schedule it to whatever day the post has to be sent. Now coming to the next, that is classwork. Now you will see all of these things over here. It is basically made by me. If you haven't created anything over here, this entire thing will be a blank. So that is, first we will come to create. I will explain you one after the other how these things work. So coming to assignment, you will have to click on the title to write the name of the lesson. So I have just written sample. Instructions that you want to tell them, for example, complete your assignments on time, or any other instructions that you want them to know about the assignment. Then add. When you have to add, these are the 4 things that the Google provides you. First is the Google Drive, something that you do not have it on your computer. You have saved it on your Google Drive. You can straight away take it from Google Drive. You just have to click here. And you will be able to post it. So I'll just randomly select something. I'll insert it. So this is the way that it gets inserted. Now, edit if you want. Students can view the file, means they will be only able to view it. If you want them to edit it and send it back to you, then you can allow them to do so, or to just make a copy for each student differently. Now, you can add a link. For example, you have copied the Google Meet link and you want to add a link over here, or you have copied any link from YouTube or from anywhere else, then you can just click on this. You can, if you haven't copied, you can just copy it right then, and then just click over here to paste. Once you paste it, this particular thing will get highlighted and you will be able to click on add link. After clicking on this, automatically the link will get pasted. I'll just try it out for you. I'll just paste the same link, the classroom. Okay. So add link. Okay. So this is the same link that I've just pasted of the same page. Then add file. Now this is something that you can add a file from your Google Drive, or you can add a file from you can upload a file from your computer. You can just browse, or you can drag a file and put it here. I'll just randomly select something and paste it. Okay. The 4th is the YouTube. On YouTube, if you want any video on any topic, then you just have to type that particular name of the topic, and YouTube will help you out to find out the related videos. I have written alphabet. So these are the videos that are related to alphabet. If you want to view it, you can just click over here, view the entire video, and then you can just add it. I'll click it randomly because I'm just making a sample copy. And in this manner, I will be able to add all these things. Okay. Now, this is something that you want to create. For example, you have not made any quiz or any form and you just want to make it. So instead of going in Google Form, or instead of going in Google Slide and then making it and then coming and posting it here, you can just straight away create the form from here and you can just edit it. So automatically it will get posted here. So you don't have to copy paste it. Okay. Then coming to the right side, now this is the class basically that I am doing right now, the assignment. If I want the same assignment to be sent to other classes as well, then I will just have to select those classes. That will be only applicable, will be only highlighted if I have only one class. Like since I have just Marathi 6th, only one class, now I will be able to view this. It was on previously, all the students were selected. That means whatever assignment that you are making over here, it will be sent to all of these. Okay, but if you want that, no, I just need few girls, or I only want to send it to the ones who have not completed the previous assignment, then you can just select those girls and send it to them. But if in case you select the other classes as well, then you will not be able to do that over here. Now, about points, you can just grade it, and if you are not interested in grading it, then you can just keep it to ungraded. Due date, if you want that assignment to be completed by latest by some day, for example, if I want it to be completed latest by Friday, then I will just click it over here. If you want to write down the time also, you can just write down the time as well, so that Google will send this information along with the assignment, that students will be able to submit their assignments only latest by this particular date and time. Topics. These are the topics that are made by me. So these options will not be provided to you by Google Classroom. You have to create one for yourself. So you can create a topic. For example, if I create a topic like sample, then this topic will be created. I'll explain it to you what exactly this does. So that's it over here on this page. You can assign it right now. If you feel that you don't want to send it right now, you want to send it maybe some other day, then you won't be able to schedule it for all 4 classes. Okay, so you will have to only select one class and you will be able to schedule it for that particular class. So when you're scheduling it, you can just schedule the time. For example, I want this to go by 15th at 4 p.m. So I'll just schedule the time accordingly and I will click on schedule. Automatically this particular assignment will get scheduled. See over here you can see the topic that I had given sample, and see the assignment that I have just now created is scheduled here. Okay, if you want to edit it, like for example, you need to add something or you need to delete something, you can just click over here and you can click on edit and you will be able to edit anything over here. If you have made any changes, then only you need to click on assign, or else you can just come back because there are no changes done. This is with regard to the assignment to be sent to all 4 classes. If we select these 4 classes, we won't be able to schedule our assignment. We will have to either assign it right then, means we have to post it right then on the group, or either we have to save draft. If we assign it, the assignment will be sent on the group. Since we won't be able to schedule it, there is one option that I can just help you with. You can save it as draft. Okay. So once it goes as draft, for example, you can see over here it is saved as draft. So if you open it, like for example, I need to send it right now. So I'll just go on edit. I will click on all the other classes that I want this assignment to go, and I will click on assign. You can just send this 30 minutes prior. Like if you have said that the assignments will be sent by 10 o'clock, then you can just do this kind of a process 30 minutes prior, by 9:30. You can basically prepare your material, your quiz, your assignments. You can make all of these things well in advance, and instead of scheduling it, you can just save it as draft And once you save it as draft, only 30 minutes prior to it, you will just have to go and click on edit. You will have to, now since you have made all of this, you will not be making any changes here. So you will only have to make one change over here, that is you need to add the classes over here, and then you will have to post it the very same moment. Then let's go on to the next one, that is the quiz assignment. Now since this is a quiz, the Google is already providing you with a Google form. First, very importantly, that you need to write the title. It could be the name of the topic, any instructions that you want to provide, you can just write those instructions over here. If you want to add up any link, they need to refer to something and then they need to answer the quiz, or they have to go and watch a video and then they need to answer the quiz, then you can just upload that from here. If you want to create anything, you can just create it from here. Now since this is a quiz, it is already giving us a blank quiz wherein you can go and edit things and make a quiz for your children. So over here, mostly that you will be writing the name of the topic. Over here, it could be any question that you want to put up. I have written as name. You need to click on required if it is a required question. You don't have to save it anywhere. Now when you click on it, automatically this has got saved, and so you can see this. The next is this part. You've already learnt about this part in the assignment section. So let's move on to the next question. Now here, if you want to ask one question or two questions to the entire class, you can just write down that question over here and then write down the instructions regarding that question. If you want to add anything, you can add it here. These things will be same basically for everything. There will be some changes over here. Okay, few features will be available for few topics and the other it won't be. So now here these two features are added. One is that students can reply to each other, means when the students will be answering the questions, they will be able to see each other's answers as well. And students can edit the answer, means after submitting the answer to you, they will also get an option of editing it later on. So it's up to you. If you allow them to edit it, only then they'll be able to, otherwise not. Then the next is material. So you need to write down the name of the topic over here. You need to write down what the description is. I'll just give you an example since I have made a material. So you will be able to understand how exactly the material looks like when you make it. So this is a material that I had made for Pausala. In the description I have given, as in I have posted a video down. So they'll have to watch the video. Whatever the video will enable them to understand is about the rhyming words, about the situation that occurs, and so on. So whatever you want with regard to, I have also given a note. So with regard to whatever you have posted, a video or maybe a document that they need to refer to it, you'll be able to write down it over here. Then, since I've made it only for one student, just to show you a sample, you can click on all or you can click only on few, whoever you want it to get posted, and you can click on save. Again, about the material also, uploading of those videos and all that will be the same. Now, reuse a post. For example, I have already, posted something on this class and I want this to be used somewhere else. Then I can just click on that particular title, click on reuse, and I'll have to edit it over here, which other, classes I need to post, and I have to click on assign. That is a reuse of post. The last is the topic. It over here is like the sample, meeting, These are the topics that I have made. Now, why do we make these topics? So that when a child refers to the classwork, it will be able to find the material very easily. For example, if it has to refer Pausara, composition section, if you do not make these topics, your classwork will look like this. The child will not be able to find topics to refer or revise or do a recap. So this is basically making our work organized and neat. Okay, now let's move to the next, that is people. Teachers, it is just me. You can add teachers if you want from here. Students, since we have finished with all our students, we don't need this basically, but if in case there is a new admission or something, you can just add that child here. You can invite that child by clicking on this icon. If you want to send these children something, like for example, if you want to mail them something on their email, some important document, so you don't have to literally sit and type everybody's email. You just have to click here, and if you click on the email, automatically all their emails will be copied by Gmail. I'll just show it to you how. See, these are the email IDs of our children. Okay, so these are basically with the sjchsbandra.org. So you don't have to basically type everybody's email. You will just have to write down the subject. You will have to, attach a file. You will have to attach a file over here or any link that you want them to be sent. Now coming back, the grades. The last tab, grades. Over here, since I have not assigned anything to the students, Google cannot show me any marks. When we assign any quiz or assignment to the students and we grade them, at that time, the Google form or the quiz automatically checks it on our behalf and even displays the marks over here. Last but not the least, settings. Click on it to view the settings. These are the class details like class name, class description, section, room, subject. Below it are the general settings. Invite codes. I have finished explaining invite codes. So we'll move on to the next. Stream. 3 options are provided. First, students can post and comment. Second, students can only comment. Third, only teachers can post or comment. Let me go to the Stream tab to explain this. This bar is used to post. So when you select the first option, that is students can post and comment, this bar will be open to the students as well, and students will be able to post anything on the class. What I have noticed is that the students use this to message or ask anything to the teacher the way they do on WhatsApp. Like, Miss, what are we supposed to do in the assignment? Miss, I am not able to open the video. Thank you, Miss. Miss, I won't be able to attend the meeting, etc. When such kind of posts are made by 60 students, then the Stream tab will be flooded with messages. And so, the students will not be able to find the important announcements. For example, if you have sent a notice in the morning and a student opens her classwork after few hours, then the child will not know that a notice was put up because there will be many messages of the other students. The purpose of this stream tab is to announce or notify children that the assignment is uploaded by the teacher. So for that reason, I chose the second option, where students can only comment. So when you put up a question, students will be able to answer it over here in the comment box. And so the stream tab will not be flooded with any unwanted post. If you don't want the students to post or comment, then choose the third option. Next is the classwork on the stream. Again, they have provided us with few options. Show attachments and details. If you choose this option, you need to click on save if you choose it. Your stream tab will show the details of any post, means the instructions and the videos that are put up by you. See over here, this is the title, these are the instructions, and these are the attachments like a video, document, everything will be shown on the stream. If you keep it to show condensed notifications, save. Then only the title will be seen. The instructions and the videos or documents or any other attachments will be hidden. If you have to view it, then you will have to click on that particular assignment or the post and you will be able to view it. You will be able to view in this manner. And if you choose the third option, hide notifications, then only the notices or announcements that you have posted from stream tab will be shown and not the material or assignments posted from the classwork. Now this particular notice was put up by me on the stream tab, means I had written this particular notice over here. That is the reason I can only view this. The things that I've done on classwork, like assignments or any other materials, are not to be seen on the stream tab because I have disabled it. So I have chosen as show condensed notifications. Now the next is show deleted items. I'll give you an example for this. If there is a competition wherein students who are interested need to give their names by evening, you have posted a message about this in the morning and later in the evening you delete the post as the ones who are interested have commented. After few days, if you need to refer to the details of it, then this particular option will allow you to view the deleted items. So if I enable it and save, I will be able to view the deleted items as well. If you can see here, I had posted this message and also deleted it. So if in case that you want to view the deleted items, then you need to enable the option as show deleted items. have explained about the Google Meet link. There are some other features that I have not explained, as I have made this video just to explain you the basic and about how to upload the material on our Google Classroom. So I hope this video serves the purpose. So that's all that I had to explain you about the Google Classroom. I hope this helps you.
Thank you, teachers, for watching. Have a nice day.